I save $1 million,
If you save $1 million,
I'll retire with some wealth.
won't have to be old eating cat food.
And if I save $1 million.
Welcome to another Visionvest Financial Digital Discovery webcast. My name is Arnold and today we're talking about registered retirement income funds, or RRIFs for short. Every year, people ask me, what is this RRIF thing? What do I got to do with my RSP, and when do I have to do it by? And there are some distinct rules around RRIFs, but in a nutshell, they're pretty simple, and they're pretty much just an extension of an RRSP. So RRIF stands for, like I said earlier, a registered retirement income fund. The difference between a RRIF and an RRSP is, well, basically two different rules. The first is you're not allowed to put any more money in, and the second is you have to start taking a little bit out every year. So effectively, a RRIF is an RRSP, but set up for a withdrawal on a regular basis. Now, it's a pretty simple process to set one up. If you're one of our clients, we do it for you, but essentially it's just a matter of taking all the funds that are inside the RRSP, opening up a new account called an RRIF, and doing a transfer or using a transfer form to move it from one to the other. It can be exactly the same investments, but like I said, now you've got two new rules. One, you can't put money in. Two, you got to start taking a little bit out. We'll talk about those withdrawal rules in a little bit. Now, you can set up a RRIF anytime if you want. You could set it up when you were 30 if you wanted to, as long as you had money in an RSP to transfer into it. That's not usually advantageous because everything you take out of the RRIF gets taxed. Usually we do it when you retire or whenever you need to start drawing money out of your RSPs. That's usually when it makes the most sense to do. It can be set up anytime, but it has to be done by the end of the year in which you turn 71. And whenever you set it up, whether it's that year or a previous year, the following year, you have that minimum rule that you have to take the money out by. So the withdrawals, as I said, they don't start until the year after opening. One thing you can do to minimize the amount that you have to take out, you don't have to base the withdrawal on your age. It can be based on your spouse's age if they're younger, and that's typically what we recommend doing for flexibility. The minimum amounts are legislated by law. There is a slightly different set of rules for ones that were set up prior to 1992. So we're going to show you what they are for most. There's not many of these pre-1992 deals out there, but there are some. Again, bear in mind, everything you take out is taxed at regular rates. It's not like it's tax-free, but by taking out an appropriate amount, you can customize your taxable income and try to make it, try to stretch out your income over many years. So you can see here, this is the withdrawal schedule, just sort of starting at 65. What happens is every year, the percentage that you have to take out goes up by a little bit, right? And that's based strictly on your age. Remember, I said you could take this out earlier if you wanted. If you take it out prior to age 65, that number is not on here, but there's a strict formula, 1/90 minus your age. So for example, if you took it out at age 60, if you started it at age 60, go 90 minus your age, that's 90 minus 60, that's 30. 1/30 is 3.33. So 3.33% would be how much you would have to take out at age 60 if you chose to do it early. But you can see here, every year that percentage goes up a little bit. And so every year, based on the value of the account at the end of the year, times this percentage, that's the minimum that you have to take out. You can see here, by the time you're 95, you're taking out 20% a year. So it's not going to last a lot longer after 95. Some people have a locked-in RRIF, and there's a little bit of a difference there. The minimum still applies, but now with a locked-in RRIF, that's usually been transferred from a pension, so they want to make sure that it lasts forever for your lifetime. So there is a maximum that you can take out. With a regular RRIF, you can take out as much as you want. Again, it's all taxable, so be careful with that. But with a locked-in RRIF, there is a legislated maximum that you can take out as well. That's RRIFs in a nutshell. Now you probably know more about RRIFs than you ever wanted to know. If you're one of our clients, you know how to reach us already. If not, you can easily find us on the web or just pick up the phone. You can see our contact information here. This has been a Visionvest Digital Discovery webcast brought to you by Arnold Machel, Visionvest Financial, and IPC Investment Corporation. Thanks for watching.
If I save $1 million,
Reinvest that $1 million.
well, I'd buy Arnold lunch.
He'd deserve at least a good sandwich.
If I'd save $1 million, I would say